Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will see write a Servlet code to read a form parameters, and display them using HttpServlet. Means we are accepting the data from the HTML form. Here, the Servlet is used to accept the data from the HTML form and display on the browser. Okay. What are the required files here? Required files are first one index.html. Okay, so here it may contains some fields like the name, age, and marks. These three fields, Servlet has to read these three fields from the HTML form and display them. Okay, and another one is Servlet code. So just like here it is read Servlet. Okay, read form Servlet. Otherwise you can just take it as read form Servlet. Means it is accepting the data from the Servlet. So it is a Java code, a Servlet code we can say with the .java. And the third one, as usual, this is the web.xml file. Okay. Let us start the code with index.html. And here I just have taken a template, and that template is loaded into the web apps folder. Okay. So let open C drive, XAMPP, and go to Tomcat folder. In the Tomcat folder, web apps, and here it is Servlet program number 3. Okay. Let's say it is Servlet program number 3, and yeah, here index.html we can save in root folder. Here root folder name is Servlet program 3. Okay, and web.inf consists of classes folder and web.xml file. Okay, first create index.html file. Okay, let me open the notepad first. Okay. So index.html directly start with the form here. One very important attribute here, action. So action is nothing but here what we need to pass, we need to pass the URL pattern here, and as we are sending the information that is non-sensible information, it is not sensitive, right? Sensitive information, like sensitive information is passwords, so we can just use the method as get. Even if you don't write method value, by default it takes the get only. Okay, and here just are taking the label is name. First one is the name. Okay, and then close the label, and here for writing the data into the, we need to take as a text field. For type equals to text, and the name is identified with the label, not label. Here this the name is an identifier for the text component, just like this t1, and apply break statement, and apply two break statements here. Okay. And in the same we just copy paste for 3 parameters. Okay, and the second one is name, age, and marks. These 3 fields I want to read. And then here I'm creating a button, submit button, to submit the data. Input type equals to submit, and value equals to just display. Value equals to display. Okay, right, and close the form. This is HTML form. How do we save? We can save HTML forms using index.html, because index.html file is the default file which is opened without passing any name Okay, just simply you can use index.html. Okay, this is over. And the next one, we need to create a servlet that is used to read these form parameters. And here let me change the component here. This is identified by using t2 and this is identified by using t3. Name, age and marks. Close it. And next one, create HTML, so JavaScript. Okay, open this and I already have the template. Just remove this, not required. And this is welcome servlet. No, here read form servlet. Let me change it to read form servlet. This is the dot servlet. Okay. Let open with notepad only. Here we are creating a servlet from HttpServlet class. So it also required one more file, one more package, that is import java x. It's a library name, servlet is the package name, http is a sub package of servlet package. And here read form servlet, and it is extending from http servlet, so we can use extends keyword http servlet. Okay, and all these things are not required. Let me delete all these things. Right, so we need to implement one method called doGet method here. A doGet public void doGet, and the parameters also change. This is http servlet request and http servlet response. This http servlet is used to handle the HTTP request. Okay, generic servlet and servlet interface, these can handle any type of request, but HTTP request is used to handle HTTP servlet is used to handle the HTTP request. Yeah. Then these two are the common things. So what are the common things? Set the content type and get the string. Then we need to read the data from HTML form. So to read the data from HTML form, we need to use a method called getParameter. GetParameter is a method and it is for accepting the parameters from the HTML form. So there are three components we use: name, age and marks. The name is identified by using a component t1. So how do we call this getParameter method? Because it is belongs to HTTP servlet request, so we can call it by using request.getParameter, and it returns a string. So string f name, that is form name, equals to request.getParameter of t1. So in the same way, read age also string f age equals to request.getParameter. So P must be capital here, parameter, and that is identified by using label. The text field component is t2, and also I read the marks as well. F marks equals to request.getParameter of p3. So now we need to display this data. Okay, how do we display it? Simply you can write in body section. Okay. Name is, or entered name is, just like form details. Form details are apply the break tag, you can write within the new line. Okay, name is then plus name is f name, and in the same way display the age as well as marks also. Out.println age is plus fh. Out.println marks are plus f marks. Accepting the data by using request.get parameter and display it. Okay. And what we need to close? We need to close the body as well as HTML. Then close the method and close the class. This is for closing the method and this is for closing the class. So we can save it over. And the next thing is, okay, it is one more extra bracket is there. Then first compile it whether we have written the correct code or not. Check it. Save. And so it is a read formula. Open the command prompt. Just type Java C followed by file name. So errors are there. We did not open the double quotes in mark statement. Now apply break tag if you want. Okay, because we have to display the data in a new line. Save it. Okay. Compile. It should be declared file name read form servlet. Again spelling mistake here. We saved with the read form servlet here. SCR is missing. Now it is compiled successfully. So class file is generated here. This is the class file. And the next step is deployment descriptor. And open this one. Open with the notepad and changes here. Okay. And this is a read form servlet. Simply I can read RFS. And here the servlet class name is read form servlet. And servlet mapping here, read from servlet name, and URL pattern here. We need to check what is the value is given for the method attribute in index.html. Let's go back, and here index.html file is there. Open with notepad. Okay. So here the action value is read. Okay, we need to give the same URL pattern here. Save it. Okay, then close this file. Close this one. Can close all the files. This one also closed. Right. Now go to the server. Start the server here. XAMPP server. Start it. It may take some time to start the server. Yeah, it is started, and go to admin. So open manager app here and the username is admin and password is password. Okay. And our program is Servlet program 3 and it is true. Okay. So see here, by default index.html file is opened. So here I am entering my details. Okay. Name is Ramanjanelu and the age is just 35 and the marks are just like 75. Okay, just click on display. The servlet has read these parameters as well as display it. Okay, you can observe it. Form details are name, age and marks. Okay, hope you understand this one. Thank you.